Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. And today I'd like to show you the Immortal game that was played between Adolf Anderson and Lionel Krajewski. This game was played almost 200 years ago, that was in 1850. And this game features a wild sacrifice and out of the world play, which I will show you in a minute. So, without further ado, let's dive into this game as this is quite an interesting game.
It starts with e4, e5, and Anderson transforms this game into King's Gambit, playing f4. Black accepts the gambit, and Anderson develops the bishop into c4, and this is the common line in King's Gambit, where either you play knight to f4 or you develop the bishop. This is kind of a double-edged position, as a white king or the black king will be exposed to this weak diagonal, which you will see. Black plays queen to s4 check, and this forces the white king to move into f1, because if you play something like, for example, if you play like this, then the opponent will capture, and if you capture this, then you will just lose the rook. So the only good move is to just move the king to f1. So, and black plays b5. The reason is that you want to drive this bishop away from this dangerous diagonal, as it is quite eyeing that f7 pawn. So Anderson captures that pawn. So the material is quite equal at the moment, but the position is quite open for the Anderson, and black also has a quite good position at the moment. Black develops knight, kind of attacking that pawn, and white plays knight to f3, counter attacking the queen. So queen moves to h6, and Anderson stabilizes the center and protects this pawn. So kind of opening this black square as well, black square bishop as well. And black plays knight to h5, and the threat in this move is that he'll play check. He'll play knight to g3 check, so that for example, if he plays something like knight to e3 check, then you will have to capture by the pawn, and this rook will be hanging. So this is the threat. So white prevents that threat by playing knight to h4. Now for example, if he were to play this check, then he would just capture with the pawn, and this knight would still be defended by the pawn. So yeah, black plays queen to g5, kind of double attacking the knight as well as bishop. So the only move to prevent both is to play a knight to f5 and pawn to c6, chasing the bishop. But and Anderson doesn't care about the bishop, and plays pawn to g4, kind of solidifying the knight and attacking the knight as well. And one thing to notice is that black cannot take this en passant. The reason is that this bishop is kind of eyeing that queen. So to protect the knight, knight moves back to the f6. And remember, this pawn is attacked twice, and this pawn is attacked twice by the knight and the queen. So white defends the pawn, Anderson defends the pawn by playing rook to g1, and by doing this he actually sacrificed the whole bishop. But the positive point for white is that he is quite ahead in the development, as he has got a lot of open pieces. And white plays pawn to h4, attacking the queen. Now the only possible move is to move to queen to g6, pawn to h5, as again attacking that queen. So queen again has to move back to g5, and Anderson plays queen to f3. And the threat in this position is quite clear. As you can see, he is trying to attack this pawn, and which will actually just trap this queen. So knight moves back to g8, and this is very bad move. I mean, this is very bad for black. As you can see, all these pieces are lying in this in their own corner, so only the active piece is that queen, and he is being threatened by all these white pieces. So Anderson captures the pawn, also attacking the queen. Queen moves to f6 and is kind of attacking that b2 pawn. So knight to c3, bishop to c5, developing the bishop and also putting some pressure on the white rook. And knight moves to d5, attacking the queen, and queen captures b2, also threatening to capture the rook with check. So here Anderson plays bishop to d6. The idea is that if you capture this, for example, if you capture this, then you'll just capture with check, and it will lead to checkmate very soon. For example, if he moves it, then it's just mate in one. And even for example, if he move to something like here, then it's also not good, as you'll get check, and the only move is to move here. So you know, after something like this, then the checkmate is coming very soon. You can just play something like queen to f7, and the checkmate is very soon. King moves to here, and this is checkmate. So he did not capture the bishop. Instead, bishop captures the rook, and Anderson plays pawn to e5, and this move is quite deep, as you will understand later. This is preparing for the checkmate, and queen captures the rook with check. So king moves to fe2, sorry, and knight moves to a6. The purpose of this move is to prevent the knight coming to this square. So but this move is still not good, as you will see. And white plays knight to g7 check, and king moves to d8, as it's the only square for the king. And again, this is the brilliant queen sacrifice, which is talked through the ages, and the reason is that once the knight captures, then you will get bishop to e7, and this is quite a spectacular checkmate, as knight prevents all these squares and also defends the bishop to checkmate the white king. And you can see that black has a lot of pieces, and a lot of pieces, but they are quite disorganized, and only these 3 pieces were able to deliver the checkmate. So this game is known as Immortal game, and I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Do give me a follow back if you enjoy, or you can just like the video, and stay tuned, guys.